What's up, YouTube? This is Q and J Wise from Stock Street University, and today we are back with another video. So we're going to be talking about RLJ Logic Trust. But before we get into the video, go ahead, subscribe, like, smash, pound the like button, destroy the like button. Put a little tap. And if you have any questions, suggestions to stuff that you want to see us talk about, and or any comments or insight as part of the RLJ, by all means, feel free to go ahead and notate that in the comment section below. Also, if you do want to take part or get to know the guys at Stock Street University a little more, feel free to check out our website, stockstreetuniversity.com. You'll be able to go ahead and take a look at some information, gain access to some free resources, as well as be able to take advantage of the watch list and access to the community. So if you're looking to get into investing or you're investing and you want to be part of a community and or get access to a watch list, stockstreetuniversity.com. With that being said, let's get right to it. So a lot of companies is talked about on the markets, right? There's a lot of social investing going on, environmental investing going on. You have the corporate governance investing going on, and that's the ESG investing concept. There's been a lot of light shed on Black-owned companies. Now, RLJ Lodging Trust has been around for a while. As of 2018, they appointed a new CEO, still Black-owned, still Black-operated, Leslie Hill. So this female has been operating as a chief executive officer for companies for quite some time. Prior to coming to RLJ Lodging Trust, she was actually the CEO and the executive vice president, of real estate and AMP finances. In 2018, she came over to RLJ, and as of yesterday and today, there's been a lot of conversation coming out of this company pertaining to the purchase of the Hampton Inn Resort for $58 million cash. Jay, we're talking about a company that has been operating for years. It's Black-owned, Black-operated executives buying a Hampton Inn and Suites in Atlanta, Midtown, $58 million cash.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're talking about this being able to generate and operate at approximately 8 to 8.5% yield as far as return on interest. So what do you think about that, man? What do you think that means?
I think that's a big move. That hotel is located in the heart of Midtown Atlanta, which is a top submarket of, the strongest growth profiles in the Atlanta region. So mid-downtown Atlanta has seen a lot of population growth. So the fact that they purchased a Hampton's Inn suite.
Still owned by Hilton, but
right. So that's a big move, and I believe that property has about 186 rooms.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's a big move. I'm more interested in trying to see, what they expect to generate, year over year. After acquiring this property. But I would like to take a look at their entire portfolio, see how many properties they have, and how this could pretty much help, prop up their portfolio. But as an investor, looking at RLJ, let's take a look at the chart. They're currently at $14.59, so $14.59. We talked about this probably a few weeks ago, where I was like, I would like the stock to come down a little more before I open up a position on RLJ, but it seems like the stock is just pretty pretty steady. It hasn't broken down into the $10 range since let's see, since November of 2020. All right, November of 2020, it was around $8, and then it's just been climbing. Been on a steady climb ever since. So that sparks my interest, at the fact that they're holding steady for so long. Actually, pre-pandemic, the stock was around the $20 range. Okay, so RLJ Lodging is not a bad play at all, and they pay dividends.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you want to go over that dividends?
Before I get to the dividends, right? Mm-hmm. So we're talking about a piece of property that was built in February of 2020. So this is still a brand new
property. Yep.
Right. And you know, Leslie Hale did go ahead and comment, and she said that in her words, "We are pleased to acquire this high quality young asset in one of the fastest growing markets in the country." Mm-hmm. And to their belief that, now this is end quote, by the way. So now, and to their beliefs, this acquisition is going to demonstrate a deep industry relationship and capabilities to, you know, be able to continue to build their portfolio. They feel that this is going to be a great add to their portfolio and their holdings. So, you know, it's interesting to see these companies grow and, you know, even going through things like the pandemic and being able to not fully recover to where they were pre-pandemic, but they're not far off track, right? They do currently have a 0.28% dividend yield, which, you know, as most people know, when it comes down to REITs, they are mandated to provide, you know, dividends or payouts to their investors, which is definitely cool, considering you do have the option of turning on the DRIP, dividend reinvestment plan, and allowing that to continue to compound on top of your compound. So you're, you know, interest on interest earned, compounding interest, the eighth wonder of the world. I love it. So, but 2020, the building was built, Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton. And Jay, you know, I'm a big Hilton fan. I love Hilton. Hilton on a member. But you know, no.
That's a little concerning to me, right? And maybe this is just the researcher, the pessimistic side of my psyche, right? Why is Hilton selling a brand new building? Why? And now I did a quick search. It looks like they also sold their Hamptons Inn Home Suites hotel in downtown Tampa for $57.5 million.
Now, they also did recently announce their earnings report earlier, was it today or yesterday?
And you're saying Hilton, and, right?
Yep, Hilton.
Uh-huh.
And sadly but truly, my heart was hurt, but they did not
do well.
Actually beat expectations.
Let me see why. Like, I want to dig further, because I want to find out why Hilton is dumping a lot of their Hampton properties. Because it could be one of two things. Real estate is hot, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, hey, we could make a quick flip here. It probably cost us $30 million to put this together, and we could make an additional $20 million, and then go ahead and use those funds and invest in the resort end of the Hilton brand. So,
right now, so Hilton did their earnings pre-market today. Estimate for revenue was 1.35 billion. Sorry. They actually ended up reporting 1.33. So they weren't too far off, but looks like they're trying to find a way to shorten that gap of lost revenue, which could contribute or be a contributing factor towards that sale of the real estate, especially with the markets being overly inflated right now. But let's see what you pull up, Jeff.
So I do see that they beat their earnings, but they fell short on revenue.
Right.
Let me see if they said anything in regards to. All right, so they said, and this is per the chief executive officer of Hilton, Christopher J. Nacetta. We are excited about our strong second quarter performance, which reflects our ongoing recovery from the negative effects of COVID-19 pandemic. The broader distribution of vaccinations and the easing of travel and other restrictions have allowed for renewed interest in travel and tourism, with families embarking on long-delayed trips and businesses scheduling in-person meetings again. Blah, blah, blah. I want to get to the meat. There's so much fluff. So much fluff. Let's get through the fluff. Where's the real stuff? Bars. All right, development. Let's see what they're talking about. Don't mind me, family. This is just what we do. This is how we research here.
Now, while you doing that, let me see something.
All right, so they're not. I don't see anything in development. Let me check the balance sheet and liquidity. Nothing said there. They got the looking forward statements. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't see anything in regards to them mentioning them, just trying to get rid of properties for a specific reason. But that's interesting to just notice that they've been...
But they're selling off more than multiple properties. Right. New properties at that.
Yep. Look at that. There's another one. Omega Hotel Group bought one from them that was located on Plantation Road, March 2021. So it looks like slowly they're just letting go.
Downsizing their Hampton Inn holdings.
Hamptons, yeah. Their Hampton Inns. Yep. Yep.
Well, I'll definitely be digging more into that because, I didn't get to catch the earnings call. And I'm not going to lie. When it comes to Hilton, I've been so comfortable as a consumer, as an investor. Let's just say I took my eyes off my kids real quick. But I got to get back to it.
So back to RL Lodging. It looks like there are some other properties that they've been eyeing, and they've been picking up some premium properties. And because, RL Lodging isn't as popular as your Hiltons and et cetera, it's kind of a little harder to find the data on what they got going on and what they've been purchasing. But yeah, we'll try to keep an eye on it. We'll do some more research and come back with an update. But I love what they're doing, right? Picking up these Hamptons. I'm not sure if they're gonna rebrand it, right? I don't know what the deal entails, because they could have been. Well, it didn't say franchise. They actually own the property, but I wonder what kind of brand it will be.
Hey, $58 million in cash. I'm naming this dang on thing what I want.
For real. Let me see. What are some of their brands? Let's take a look. Portfolio. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So they own some Hilton brands. They actually it doesn't look like they renamed them or rebrand them. So they own a couple of Embassy Suites. They own some Hyatt House, Hilton Garden, Residence Inn, Hilton Garden Inn, Wyndham, Marriott. Oh yeah, they're all over the place. Oh yeah. Wow, look at this portfolio, bro.
And they're definitely over the place. They're in Birmingham, Phoenix, multiple cities in California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois,
New York,
Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana. Yeah, they're dang on. Yeah, they're throughout.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Wow.
Yeah, so they've been building up slowly but surely. This is kind of like one of those hidden gems.
Yeah. But I'm wondering if they're paying franchise fees, though. Because to use the name, to use the brand, to use the network, they might own the building, but, name.
That name.
Yeah, man, I'll keep digging into RLJ lodging. I think it's a great play for the long term. Right now, I'm a little too concerned with the Delta variant, the different viruses that are mutating right now. The fact that I in my opinion, we're opening up too quickly. I know the government wanted to open up as fast as possible because
economic
business,
reasons.
right? Because of business, they need businesses to keep running, so they can generate capital. They could tax us, do the normal song and dance. But it's gonna impact us in the long run because I don't know about you, Q, but I had this sense that when they shut down the first time, they should have just stayed strong until we completely tried to eradicate and control this thing. But they didn't. And, you had...
Well, I mean, that would have took some time.
And well, opening up ain't helping. Now, if we go into a second shutdown, it's going to hurt twice as much than if they would have just held strong the first time.
You think? I mean, at this point, at the same time, at least we would have an understanding of how to maneuver a little more efficiently, I guess you could say. Because everything did happen relatively sporadic.
Yeah.
But I don't disagree. I think the opening up definitely should have been a little bit more mindful or strategic. Considering the variables and the fact that this is still a new situation, easily spreaded, and so forth and so on. But before we get too deep into it, the hospitality industry, the travel industry has been taking a major hit because of all this. And with that being said, RLJ has still been able to go ahead and purchase some properties and continue to build on their portfolios. And we're talking about doing this with cash. Right. So I do want to give a shout out to Robert Johnson, who is the founder and chairman of RLJ Lodging Trust, as well as to the lovely lady, Leslie Hill, who is currently the CEO acting executive officer.
Leslie, I don't know if Q pronounced your last name properly, but let me tell you this. I don't condone the fact that he said your last name improperly, but we are still open for sponsorships. We will wear RLJ t-shirts for life, all right? Not only do
that's
we
a long time commitment.
For life, okay?
Hey, he said that, not me.
I did.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely support what they're doing. I support the movement. Definitely a beautiful thing to be able to see publicly traded companies, in the communities, building up around the communities, operated by Black-owned executives and founders and chairmen. Definitely a beautiful thing to see. And definitely wish all the best to the company. I'm taking a look at the fundamentals on the company. And from what I've seen, I have no problem actually continuing to hold my investment in the company for the next few years to come, until it's time to reevaluate and confirm that they're still going to keep me in a good position.
Yeah. And I'm definitely going to, because I know I did say that I was really waiting for it to come down a little bit before I opened up a position in RLJ Lodging. But what I'm thinking now is that I'll just start opening up my position, take a small, open up small, and if it comes down, then I'll average down and then continue from there. So I think I'm gonna scale in that way.
That's essentially what I've been doing, just DCA, dollar cost average and getting in, average down occasionally if necessary. But that's what I've been doing as we've been keeping up with a lot of the Black-owned stocks in the markets, and this being one of them. So, I'm going to continue. Carver, definitely on that list. Ping, Salem, and a few others. Mm-hmm. So
I have a heavier
RLJ.
Yep, RLJ. I'm pretty heavy in U1, Carver, and BYFC.
Shouts to you, one. I look forward to being at the grand opening of the hotel.
If they get their votes, in November.
In Virginia. Hopefully everything goes well in November with the referendum votes. So that way I can go ahead and, come through. I know Jay Wise is excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
We're looking forward to this. But
yeah, so holla at us in the back end for the sponsorships. Anyway, we're gonna end this video. Appreciate y'all checking this out. Make sure you like, subscribe, also comment. We are taking suggestions. If there's any stocks you want us to kind of do a review on or discuss or get sponsorships from, let us know in the comments. All right. Any last words, Q?
Well, hey, look, we appreciate you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys at the community. Once again, that's www.stockstreetuniversity.com. All right. Appreciate you guys. Signing off once again, and we'll be back for another video.
All right. Peace.